My name is David Weiden, and I work in venture capital at Coastal Ventures. How I got into venture capital is I had worked at some technology startups, both Netscape and then after Netscape a company called Tell Me Networks. And both those companies were venture-backed companies. Both of them had worked with Kleiner Perkins. So I knew some folks in common with Vinod Khosla, who started this firm. He had been at Kleiner Perkins before he started Coastal Ventures, and some common friends introduced us, and here I am 12 years later. Biggest surprise in venture is you hear things like how most startups struggle and often don't succeed, and it's hard to get a visceral appreciation of how hard it is for startups. And starting companies is always hard. I often tell people it's somewhere between impossible and hard. So we're trying to help people get it to be just on the possible side of really hard. What I enjoy the most is working with people that I like, where they're fun and we're trying to solve problems together, and we occasionally solve them really well. That's probably what I like the best, is working with people where we're well aligned in what we're trying to do, and we take problems and mow them down. So in high school I was doing both rowing as a coxswain and wrestling, because these were two things you could do when you weighed 80 pounds or 90 pounds in the beginning of high school. And then in college, I really wasn't a good enough wrestler to do wrestling in college. Even at somewhere like Harvard, the wrestling team is really quite good, and it was really beyond my level. So I was a better coxswain than I was a wrestler. Rowing, I think, is a special sport where if the team is really in perfect sync with itself, you get this magic that is totally different than what you can get with the individuals where they're not in sync. So there's this 1 + 1 can equal 20 or 1. And so trying to find that is really interesting. And that then continues to be true in business and other groups of people. You can get teams working together in a way where it's really powerful, and it's elusive and hard. And I think rowing gives one some insights into how to get that to happen. And that's probably the aspect that's the easiest to take away from it. The main thing I would say, and people could find this advice certainly other places than me, is to try to find what you love and do that. So that's really important, to just figure that out and then try to arrange your life in a way where you're spending a lot of time doing what you like doing.